Hello, welcome to 2017, a year in review. Yes, we are at the end of the year. I probably will load this video before Christmas, but close enough to the end of the year as far as a recap. Going into 2017, I had a goal of getting an X-Men 1 and Fantastic Four 5. That was left over from 2016 that I did not obtain. So two of my favorite purchases are the X-Men 1 and the Fantastic Four number 5. I don't have those books in hand to show you because they at the vault. So I'll put a link below in case you have never seen the books. But I did two separate videos, of course, for each of the books, but I will put a link below so that you can see the books if you have never seen it. But that's two of my favorite purchases because it was things that I buy for my collection. I certainly bought a lot more in 2017 than I planned to. Just like last year, 2016, I didn't have a plan to buy a lot of stuff. In fact, through the first 9 months of 2016, I barely bought anything, and then a Silver Age collection came into my view, and I bought a ton of high-grade Silver Age books. Similar to this year, as always, in the past 3 or 4 years, I go into the year saying, I only want a few books. I'm not going to buy a lot of stuff. I try to stay off eBay as often as I can because I don't want to. I can easily buy stuff by going on eBay easily. So my best methods of not buying is stay away from eBay. So I didn't plan to buy a lot, but eventually I did end up with another opportunities to buy another collection, and I bought a lot of stuff. I show many of those books already, but maybe one of these days when I'm done buying the collections, I might just do a big long video to show the long box or the short box that I end up with that collection. I'm still buying, in fact. But for me, my most favorite purchase of the year is things I bought for myself. For my collection, some of the stuff are not worth a lot of money, not valuable, but it's things I want to have for my collection, for my enjoyment. Not everything I buy is an investment or to speculate. And usually the things that I buy for my collection for the long-term enjoyment, where I don't have to worry about the value, are often more fun because the likelihood of me needing to sell these things are not all that high because they're not worth a lot of money, not now, not in 5 years, not in 10 years. So if I leave them behind when I'm gone, no big deal. So beside the X-Men 1, beside the Fantastic Four number 5, I'll go through a bunch of my favorite buys. Like I said, I don't do a lot of haul videos, so many of the things I bought I don't show. A lot of time I buy something and then I read it, enjoy it, and then I put it away. And when I feel like doing a haul videos, often I pull things that I remember I bought in the last 2 or 3 months or whatever it is, and then I forgot a bunch of stuff. So that's why not everything I bought end up in a video most of the time. Trust me, I leave out a lot of stuff. I don't need to show everything. But no doubt, this beautiful Creepy is one of my favorite purchases. Love it. Beautiful high grade 9.2. The search is over. No more. And here's a book that I never thought about owning because it's never at the right price, never at the right condition. But from this current collection, love this. I never thought about buying this book because it's not an important thing to buy, but man, the art inside by Romita is just awesome in black and white, and this is a stunner of a copy. So when the time was right to buy a copy, to own a copy, I'm very happy to own a copy of this book. So hopefully the glare is not so bad, but yes, one of my favorite buy for sure. Okay, what else? What else is on the stack of things I enjoy buying? And here are two books that I never thought I would, well, I know I will own eventually, but I'm glad I was patient enough. Thor 165 and 166, I don't have these books. Never owned a copy of these books. And then, you know, I always wanted, but the craziness with these two books are always way too expensive. So, you know, I didn't think I was ever gonna spend the kind of crazy, stupid money to own it. But now I was able to own them at a very reasonable price. So the same thing with the Thor issue with Ego. I never owned a copy of that book, and with Thor, with the movie, I'm like, there's no way I'm paying up for that. Trust me, I do not chase any books that have anything to do with any movies, because that's just not the way I like to do anything. So, but now that I own these two, they go into the collections. Now, the last three books are books that I always wanted, and they're nothing keys, but you know, it's fun to have, and I'm a big Gil Kane fan. And you know, if we're all familiar with Giant Size X-Men 1, right? We all know that the cool cover where the new team busting out of the cover. Well, that's not the first time Gil Kane did that. Okay, he swiped his own work, and this is an earlier book that had the same kind of cover. There you go, Giant Size Defenders. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so I really enjoy this type of drawing. You know, I always love to buy books covers where authors swipe their own work. It's a lot of fun to me, a lot of fun. So there you go, great Gil Kane drawing. And yes, this preceded Giant Size X-Men 1 by at least a year, if not two. I don't know when this came out. When did it came out? I'm pretty sure it at least a year, if not two, before X-Men 1. Last but not least, these two books, another two Gil Kane gems. Look at that. I remember seeing this cover. Okay, I'm very familiar with this cover, but I had a low grade readers, and then this is a gorgeous near mid copy that I bought for cheap. It's like 15 bucks, something like that, like 15. And this was pretty cheap too. But look at that. I know I was aware of this, and then one day I saw this cover. I'm just like, wait a minute, I saw this before. I saw this post before. And sure enough, now I have both. And that's it. That round up my favorite purchase of the year. As you can see, some are just normal everyday stuff, nothing special. They are special to me. That's it. A wonderful year. Can't complain. Who knows what 2018 will be. For sure, I would try to buy less, because like I said, the more you buy, the more you have to spend time selling.